Karimuti is accused of defrauding a client who paid an electricity machine from him for the amount of 4,000 Namibian dollars and to having connections in the ruling party SWAPO to build a client base for his business.
So just imagine I paid it on the 14th of November. Will I not be patient? After 3-4 weeks, after a month, I did not receive a good that I was promised. I have it in stock. If you send the money, you will get it next date.
In his defense, he said that his client, Brackless Ben, paid for the machine when there was no stock and had to wait a few weeks for stock to be made available.
About 5 months ago, Ben asked me for a quotation and I gave him, and then another few weeks, ask another quotation. So it's one of those that was not sure, about buying. So I kept giving him a quotation until eventually he told me that it is actually the Osho Town Council that was going to pay for this. So they wanted another invoice. So I submitted an invoice, and then it took a while eventually before I received a notification that the Osho Town Council, through the mayoral fund, has eventually paid for the device, So I was constantly in touch with Ben, to a point where I then notified him by the time, because it took so long, this stocks runs out. We order only about 20 units at a time, and they run out. Honestly speaking, we're pre-orders. So by the time eventually the money was there, the machine was not in stock. So I told him to be patient. We had a very good communication in that regard. I was also taking in other orders from other people. Suddenly he comes to Windhoek and he runs to the warehouse and he runs everywhere. And then here's the interesting part. He went with the police. Suddenly he went with the police. A police officer called me, apparently, and that there's a guy that I scammed or defrauded, and I told the police officer to stay the hell out of this business and transaction, and also for him to go back to police college and get training. There's a difference between criminality and civility. Come on, it's not a criminal case. I did not. If you order something from me, all right, and I take a while to deliver that, is that a scam? How is it a scam? How is it a scam if you have paid the money into my business account, not into Airtime City account? And the invoice and the quotation is in the name of Mbandi Mobile Solutions, and the money was paid into a business bank account. Come on, man.
He further noted that he is disappointed in his friend, newly appointed Member of Parliament Ephraim Nikongo, whom according to him lied to the nation that he is claiming to be the secretary of the SWAPO party youth wing, allegedly to scam people.
Personally, I'm very dissatisfied with the way he's dealing or conducting himself publicly, especially now that you go to people, you scam them, and then you said you have connection with SWAPO.
I'm disappointed in Ephraim Nikongo. One, he blatantly lied. He lied completely. And also, the fact that the story was linked to Ben, it makes it look as if I scammed Ben using Nekongo's name. Number one, Ephraim Nikongo, when I was the secretary of the Youth League for Moses Kairimuti branch, duly elected, Ephraim Nikongo was busy growing cabbages in Oshana. He was nowhere near Windhoek, so he have no idea, doesn't know nothing about me, does not know about 2014. I've been a committed foot soldier of the SWAPO party, committed member of the media team since 2014. 3 months ago, the Secretary General sends me with a delegation to South Africa for intensive training to come back and plow back into the party on strengthening party management systems. I have been frequenting the SWAPO headquarters, taking investors and business people to the SWAPO head office. Why would I pretend to be secretary when, number one, Nikongo himself is useless? Nikongo is useless. It's the very first time in the history of the SWAPO Party Youth League that we actually have a dead youth league. Nikongo is useless. I gave countless ideas to the party. We come up with ideas. Right now we have a high unemployment rate. There's no structure, nothing in plan. So Nikongo lied, number one. He chose to lie for reasons known to him. This is a game politics that they are playing. These guys created a WhatsApp group where they were gossiping and talking about me. The mistake they are making is that all the tactics they are using is things that we used to do when I was part of SPD, part of the whole media team and part of all that. We are constantly in touch, right? Why don't you call me and ask me about it? Why do you run to media and say I did that? Number one, he's telling people I scam people pretending to be him. He himself, as a secretary, what is his achievement? Nothing. How can I want to pretend to be someone who is useless, who's doing nothing himself, who's achieving nothing?
Karimuti told Today on One that he has consulted his lawyers and is getting ready to take Nikongo to court.